The ABC studios in Upper Manhattan thrummed with the lively pulse of a Thursday morning taping on this crisp September day in 2025, the Tamron Hall set, a welcoming circle of plush velvet chairs and vibrant abstract art, a glow under soft, diffused lighting that mimicked a cozy living room chat, the faint scent of lavender diffusers mingling with the buzz of audience anticipation. Tamron Hall, the Emmy-winning host with her radiant smile and a tailored emerald green blazer that complemented her warm brown skin, commanded the space with effortless charisma, her signature hoop earrings swaying as she bantered with the live crowd, a diverse tapestry of NYC professionals, wellness enthusiasts, and celebrity spotters clutching iced coffees and show-branded totes. The energy soared as Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, glided onto the stage, elegant in a flowing taupe linen midi dress that evoked Montecito serenity, her caramel waves loosely pinned, a delicate jade bracelet, Lilibet's favorite color, circling her wrist like a talisman of tranquility. At 44, Meghan was there to unveil her Archwell collaboration with Calm, a new guided meditation series called Resilient Whispers, already lauded on X for blending mindfulness with micro moments of empowerment, a subtle nod to her navigated narratives of isolation and inner strength. The applause cascaded as she enveloped Tamron in a genuine hug, their shared sorority from past panels evident in the easy laughter, settling into the armchair with poised grace, the cameras capturing her composed glow. Tamron dove in with her signature sincerity, voice a rich timbre of empathy. Meghan, Queen, Resilient Whispers, is everything, those 5-minute resets for busy queens like us. How's it channeling your own whispers of wisdom after the whirlwind? Meghan leaned forward, her response a melodic flow of authenticity, recounting a session inspired by a Nairobi mother's quiet triumphs over adversity, her eyes lighting as she quipped about Harry's accidental enlightenment during family yoga. He calls it warrior pose gone wrong, eliciting waves of warm chuckles that rippled through the studio, the audience nodding in relatable delight. But Tamron, her journalistic roots from MSNBC days lending a gentle yet probing edge, paused after the opener, fingers steepled as she absorbed the vibe, the faint lines of experience etching her face like chapters of hard-won insight. As the conversation deepened into self-care amid scrutiny, Tamron tilted her head with that disarming blend of sisterly support and subtle scrutiny. Whispers are powerful, but yours have roared, from suits spotlights to spare spot-on truths. With the series echoing isolation's ache, do those whispers ever wonder if the world's ready to hear the full harmony, or are we still humming the hit singles? The query floated like a velvet invitation laced with inquiry, the crowd leaning in with a soft hum, Meghan's bracelet twisting thoughtfully as she parried with poise. Tamron, harmony's the goal, Resilient Whispers tunes into the unspoken, like the racial ripples we rode. It's not hits, it's healing the whole track. The studio's warmth held, but Tamron's gaze lingered, the air subtly shifting with the undercurrent of unspoken echoes from Oprah odes and Frogmore farewells. Producers in the booth noted the viewer uptick, sensing the pivot from promo to personal. This wasn't just daytime dialogue, it was a delicate dance where Hall's heartfelt honesty met Markle's masterful mindfulness, the initial intimacy intimating the intensity that would ignite the interval into infamy. As the segment's sweet spot sweetened toward the break, the Tamron Hall set's sisterly sanctuary began to simmer with subtle strains, Tamron gesturing with graceful emphasis, her emerald sleeves fluttering like leaves in a light breeze, while Meghan maintained her serene silhouette, the taupe dress a tranquil tapestry against the tightening tension. A viewer call-in chimed in with praise for the app's accessibility, prompting Meghan to share a touching testimonial from a Detroit teacher using whispers to weather workplace woes, her voice velvety with vulnerability, drawing empathetic, HMMS, and scattered claps from the crowd, the green room's lavender now a faint counterpoint to the rising room temperature. But Tamron, her roots in investigative interviews sharpening like a story's spine, eased a tablet into view, its interface illuminating Instagram reels roasting spare as selective serenity, vulnerability's vogue, Meghan, but whispers have weights. Your series soothes the soul, yet spare stirred storms, frostbite fables, family fissures. Fans adore the fighter, but whispers wonder, with Harry's homeland pulls for Invictus, is Resilient, resonating real reconciliation, or just a remix of royal regrets? The nudge landed nuanced, the audience's hum heightening into hushed intrigue, a smattering of oohs from the wings weaving with wary whispers as Meghan's jade bracelet stilled, her tone tempering like tea cooling, remix. Tamron, regrets were the regime, silencing my mental maze, speculating on my son's shade. Resilient Whispers, remixes resilience for the silenced, not the spotlight's shade. Hall's head tilted, her laugh luminous but layered, silenced, sister, yet your spotlight's sold out. Netflix nods, memoir millions, now meditations. I micked mamas in Memphis without a monarchy's megaphone. Your megaphone's mighty, but some murmur it's mightier for the mess it monetizes. The murmur morphed into a murmur of murmurs. Robins, wait, no, the audience's empathy edging toward edges. Tamron undaunted as she leaned in, her hoops humming softly, monetizes. Or manifests. Shading siblings while soothing strangers. That's the whisper some hear is hypocrisy's hush. Meghan's wrist warmed under the jade, her voice veering velvet to velveteen. Hypocrisy. The hypocrisies in hosts harmonizing with the hounds, headlining the hate that hunted Diana to her doom, hunted me to despair. This isn't soothing, it's a subtle shiv. Gasps gilded the gallery, the set's serenity splintering as X erupted in the control room with hashtag Meghan vs Tamron tidbits from tucked away tech, memes of Hall's tablet as truth talisman, tangling with Meghan's bracelet as Duchess damper. The tilt wasn't tame, it was a tempest of Tamron's tender tenacity testing Meghan's tempered tenacity, every ellipsis an ember edging the exchange toward the eruption that would eclipse the episode's empathy. The broadcast's blaze burst forth like a breakthrough breath, the ABC clock crowning 10:52 a.m. as Tamron Hall ascended with animated authority, her emerald ensemble enlivened by the escalation, voice vaulting vibrant. Shiv. Sweetie, this is spotlight surgery, you sculpt serenity from scars while we stitch the seams you snipped. I whispered worth from welfare wires, you whisper wealth from Windsor woes. You're done here, no more Duchess decibels on my dial. Meghan materialized her medal, rising resolute with dress draping dynamically, mic unlatched with a luminous lilt. Done. Your dial's dialed to disdain, dismissing despair for dazzle. Viewers, vibrate with victories veiled in valor, not vexation. The audience avalanched into acrimony and acclaim, a vortex of, tell her, Tamron. And, go Meghan, gadgets a gale of grabbed glimpses as she glided toward the glow's edge, steps a symphony of sovereignty, her jade gaze jousting the jury. Tamron. Tuned to truths that transform, not trap. Hall, unyielding in the uproar, hurled the hammer. Trap. Security, trail her out. Tamron's no terrace for tantrum tales, weave therapies without the theatrics. The decree drew Dorman from the dim, the din detonating in decibels of discord and devotion. The co-hosts, wait, the crowd's clamor cresting as the cut commandeered to carefree clips of calming candles and coastal cruises. Upheaval unfurled unbound. X upended with hashtag Tamron kicks Meghan hurtling to heavenly heights, hijacked highlights harvesting hordes by happy hour, memes of Hall's hoops as harmony hooks, hooking Meghan's mic as Duchess decrescendo, deluging domains. ABC's avenues ached under affront armies, Archwell's auras ascending in alliance avalanches, Meghan's midday mosaic, a misty Montecito murmur, captioned, whispers withstand, winning worlds. Hall, heart of the hurricane, hum to the hush, mornings mend, mamas, truth's the tonic, her exhale, at Meghan Markle, encore. No hard harmony, heralding heresy hives from host harmonies to ducal devotees. Tabloids from People to Page 6 pummeled the pandemonium, Duchess ditched, Hall's healing hook, dissecting the kick, in kaleidoscopic keyframes, Harry's horizon hymn a hushed, my whisper warrior, palace prattle preening at, Sussex symphonies. Yet yonder the yowl, a yearning yarn yielded. This wasn't network nonsense but a nexus of newswoman's nudge on nobility's narrative, Hall's heartfelt hammer honing Meghan's hallowed hold in a hurricane of media motifs, motive masked by melee, metal mauled for metrics. Sponsors like Serenity Solutions spiked, Tamron's triumph towering, but the twinge throbbed, a throbbing thesis on talk's tangle, kicking not the crescendo but the coda's critique. As Manhattan's mist mingled with midday, the melee minted a missive. In the circle of candid cleavages, ejections exalt the ejected, Meghan's majestic modulation a manifesto over mauling, mustering a media-mad multitude to muse mercy over the merciless maw of mockery in the menagerie of modern media myths.